Now, bonus number 6 is a new addition. So again, this is one of those examples. Keywords on Amazon is so critically important for one reason and one reason only, Zane. We have tested this. We have perfected this. If you place a whole bunch of different keywords in certain locations, it equals free shoppers coming to your listing. At the end of the day, Amazon is a lot of stuff, but the one main thing that it is a search engine. And if it's a search engine, how do people find your product?
They search for keywords. You and I talked about this back in ASM2, and the big difference between Google and Amazon is the buyer's search engine.
It is a buyer's search engine, right? So these are shoppers doing keyword searches.
Ready to pull the trigger.
Now, I'll tell you what. Not 1 in a million Amazon sellers really understand how keywords work on Amazon. And there's so much misinformation out there that it almost makes me sick, but at the same time, it also makes me smile because the people that are outside the ASM Masters are usually actually working on information that is so incorrect that it's not even funny. So that gives us an advantage. But furthermore, here's the challenge. You're a brand new Amazon seller, let's say. And I say, okay, I'll do a step further. Let's say we sell your mom on ASM, Zane, which we should do, by the way. If your mom wants to make some money, that is, we should get her in. And that's how serious I am about selling this damn thing. But if you said, hey, Mom, go perform your keyword research for your new product on Amazon, wouldn't that freak her out?
Absolutely. She's 73.
She's like, what the hell is a keyword, right?
Yeah, she barely understands what I do for a living.
Yeah, I mean, keyword, dude, I got some very sophisticated, savvy people that supposedly have done internet marketing for years that don't understand how to find keywords. And they get freaked out and they say, oh my God, what about the search volume? And what about the estimated tool over there that says this gets this many searches this month and that much? By the way, none of those are accurate, okay? Screw it. I said, how can I have somebody push a button and through artificial intelligence and pure brute force math spew out for them the best keywords? And we're not talking like 10, because people think
right.
That's a lot. And we're not talking 100, because people think that's a lot, right?
I thought it was. Apparently I'm wrong.
1,000 keywords.
Wow, okay. All
and
right.
by the way, some of those might only produce you 1 or 2 sales or 3 sales a month.
But you're talking thousands.
We're talking thousands, okay? And I'm not joking here, Zane. This is so critically important, I got to nail this down. Here's the amount of work that's very often created to make these sales from these keywords. Enter.
Awesome. See, actually, there was about a month or 2 ago where actually I think it was probably from the die down of Prime Day.
Yep.
That my store, I was like, man, sales just seem to kind of dip a little bit. I wonder what to do. Sure enough, I pop over to ASM Masters, and I'm sure I saw something of kind of a runoff, if you will. Like, here's a little bit extra of another bonus. And it explained, it sounds like a similar strategy of what you're talking about now. And I implemented maybe a tiny, tiny fraction, again, based on what I'm hearing now. And it turned everything around. My brother called me up and he's like, dude, what did you do? I'm like, oh, I just, did a couple of things that Jason suggested in this post in the Masters group. And we're back on track from where we were before.
Yeah, typing in words. That's all we're doing here. And really copying and pasting in a lot of instances. But let's just say we manually have to type out a word. You manually type out 6 characters, 7 characters. Hell, let's go crazy, Zane. 11 characters.
Whoa,
worth of a
11?
keyword. Submit it one time. Total amount of work to do that. Let's just say, what, 2 minutes?
Yeah, let's call it 2 minutes to give yourself a little bit of extra time to get all 11 of those characters in.
And that one keyword produces you a sale of net profit $15 a month for the next year. 2 minutes to equal out about 160, 170, 180 bucks, right?
Yeah.
Not bad.
Not bad, especially if you're able to, again, put forth a little bit more effort, like an extra 2 or 3, 4 more minutes to put in even more keywords, right?
Well, and Amazon is a rising tide that lifts all boats. So small keywords feed into bigger keywords. Obscure keywords feed into less obscure keywords. If your product is a Bluetooth speaker and somebody buys through speaker Bluetooth for iPhone 6 new, right? there's probably only going to be one of those or two of those a month, but you wouldn't get those unless you included all those keywords in the right places in your Amazon listing, right?
Mm-hmm.
But here's the deal. All of those had certain keywords like iPhone speaker, an iPhone Bluetooth speaker, and stuff like that, right?
Right.
Well, if you mix and match enough of those, there's a very real effect where a rising tide lifts all boats. All of your keywords and all of your presence can rise on Amazon. So small keywords lead to big keywords. Small sales lead to big sales. And then on Prime Day and places like Prime Days, when all of a sudden there's millions of people on Amazon.com that normally are not on there, and they're already in buying mode, that's
right.
when you all of a sudden get these huge windfalls. So here's the thing. In the past, we always manually taught how to do keywords. So you would have to go over here, do your research from this site, do your research from that site, figure this thing out, figure that thing out, figure this thing out, figure that thing out. And it's always bothered me. I know it's stupid, right? But it always bothered me. I said, is there a way that we can automate this in any way, shape, or form and then prove that automation would actually work? Because automation doesn't usually work, right? In this case, it does. And so I had to pay for this service for you, by the way. And that's what I'm talking about. But you will be able to pull over 1,000 keywords that are relevant and specific and rated for your product. And I can't reveal the secret sauce of how the algorithm figures this out, but I can tell you, I don't know how electricity works, but when I switch that light switch on over there, the light comes on, and that's what this is for you. You don't have to know how it works. Just put this in where I show you to put it in, and that's free buyers for you. I'm very confident that it very easily will cover your investment in ASM with us here on this video today.
All right. Well, I don't know. I guess I'm going to be one of those people who jumps on and just buys it just to get the extra bonuses.